So a president could not afford to be arrogant like that.
Yes, Master.
The bigger you are in society, in the world, the more humble you should be.
Yes, Master.
But I don't see that example, even from the top spiritual leader like T. Francis. I don't see that example already.
Yes, Master.
So how can his followers become humble or anything like that?
Yes.
So, but this is bad for them. People don't like snobbish men or women, whoever.
No, Master.
Even the lady, the new president of Hungary,
Yes.
she condemned Putin's brutal war in Ukraine. But it's funny. Her prime minister is the opposite. Last time we talked about Orban.
Yes.
Man, I'm so tired of men. Ladies, they have more sense. Like the chief of Europe.
Yes, Master.
Madame von der Leyen.
Yes.
She even went by train. Imagine that. The top leader of the European Union went by train. Simply just went there to Kiev and then handed President Zelensky some protocol, of course, some questionnaires that he can answer so that he can join the EU.
Yes, Master.
Simplified bureaucracy.
Yes.
It will be not as usual a matter of years to form this opinion, but I think a matter of weeks if we work closely together. For you, dear Volodymyr,
Thank you so much.
I want to give you that.
Thank you so much.
This is the question, yeah.
We'll be ready with answers, Ursula, in 1 week.
So, the top leader of any country should be demonstrating humility.
Yes.
Tough but humble. Strong but gentle. Otherwise, you won't last long. Well, French presidents or any presidents nowadays, they won't last long anyway. They won't continue.
Oh.
Yeah, mostly just 1 term, 2 terms.
Yes, Master.
Today you are the king, tomorrow you're nobody. All this ephemeral, empty names. How come people don't learn from history or from the surrounding other examples?
Yes.
Arrogance and self-aggrandizement never serve anyone. Least of all, the leaders. The leaders should be more careful all the time. You are tough when you have to be, to handle some challenging situations. But you have to have humility in order to win people's hearts.
Understand.
If you win only half of France and the other half still against you anyway, it's already a precarious kind of ambience.
Yes.
So you should always be more humble and more realistic, more practical,
Yes, Master.
more pliant in the international political field. But I see it's very rare to have such leaders. What do we expect from this world, huh?
Yes.
Did I answer you everything?
Yes, Master. Very clearly.
I hope so.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Okay.
I have another question, Master. Senator Rand Paul of the U.S. Senate opposed the $40 billion U.S. aid package to Ukraine. Why would he do that, Master?
You think he should or not?
He should not oppose because Ukraine needs that aid.
Yeah, of course, Ukraine needs it.
Yes.
The whole world chips in to help.
Yes, Master.
And if the U.S. can afford it, then they should help more than others. He should be proud that his country is so just and generous.
Yes, Master.
But of course, I understand him as well.
Yes.
He's the only one that opposed.
Yes, yes.
The House passed it anyway.
Yes, it did.
He just stalled it for a while, maybe
Yes.
just to make it a little bit less enthusiastic, but still passed.
Yes, Master.
But I understand him. You see, at the moment, every country, and America also included, economy, is very shaky.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, because of other wars, because of all kinds of situations.
Yes, Master.
And bad spending, bad organizing for financial upkeep and all kinds of things.
Yes.
And it's a lot of money.
Yes, it is a lot.
Oh, my God. If we didn't have Russia go in and brutally attack without cause, unprovoked, the Ukrainian people, then this money we could use a lot for Americans, for your people to live better.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, better school or giving more loans for the students.
Yes.
So they can study well and then they contribute later to your country. Help more with health care, with pregnant women, single mothers, elderly without care, or even help some refugees, deserving refugees from nearby countries. Some don't deserve because maybe they're gangsters or something like that. They mix in to come into Mesoamerica and selling children drugs and selling anything that is not good for humanity.
Yes, Master.
So this $40 billion, wow, I could not imagine that kind of money. I would never have. Anyway, as soon as I have, I spend. Okay?
Yes, Master.
People look at my hand with a lot of holes between the fingers. They
Yes.
told me I can never keep money. I said, oh, how did you know? I don't even need it in my hand. I would know that I can't keep money.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I have some, of course, but just for spending on all kind of things.
Yes, Master.
So that's just a lot of money, yeah, and Americans need it also.
Yes, Master.
America is the top economy in the world even, but many Americans are also living at the border of poverty, not below.
Yes, that's right.
Millions of Americans struggling to keep the lights on, a roof over their heads. Since the pandemic started, it's only gotten worse.
Americans have been racking up utility debt during the pandemic. They now owe companies close to $20 billion, up 67% from the average year. A study in Massachusetts found 30% more families are now at least 90 days behind on their bill. Now, energy bills are skyrocketing due to inflation and supply problems.
Geraldine tells us she lives on $1,700 a month in Social Security. She says she pays $600 in rent and at least $300 a month pays for needed kidney and blood pressure medications. The rest of her bills, like home utilities, car fuel, and groceries, she finds depressing.
How hard is it living on a fixed income?
It is hard. And I feel so sorry for my friends that just don't have this kind of money as much as I do, because they're much worse off than me.
In 4 months, Katya's rent for this 300 square foot apartment is going to jump from $670 a month to just over $1,000. She says her paycheck won't cover it.
I would consider living in my car. Yes, I would.
Home prices have skyrocketed in the last year. Apartments Katya can afford are so far away that paying to gas up her car would then be too much.
I would imagine that battling this at this stage in your life is...
It's really hard. It's really hard. It's... It makes me feel useless. Like, I'm not doing enough.
And I saw some homeless when I was in America as well.
Yes, we saw that.
And many children don't have enough nutrition or don't have as much as they should have to spend their childhood in peace and happiness and security.
Yes, Master.
This is just a shame. All this, I think they should make Russia pay back.
Yes.
If the war is over, or somehow make them pay. Make Putin pay because he's very rich. People suspect that he's the richest man in the world.
Yes, I think so. I think that's what they said.
Of course, whatever he wants, he has.
Yes.
All these oligarchs surrounding him, and they don't dare to breathe even anything negative. Contrary to his idea. So I'm also recently learning more about Putin. Normally, I didn't pay attention to any leader.
Yes, Master.
Like even President Trump and all that, I did not even think about him or mention him until something happened to them or something they did that caught my attention that I feel I need to say something.
I understand.
Otherwise, I don't pay attention to anyone. You know that.
Yes, Master.
From the Pope to President Trump and even President Zelensky, I didn't even know his name until some months ago.
Yes, we didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't even know where Ukraine is, and I've never been there.
Yes, Master.
I heard something when they had some problem before, but it was a strange country to me.
Yes, Master.
I had no intention to do anything about it. Only recently, too many children, women, and elderly, and people suffer so much for no reason.
Yes, Master.
And it just caught my attention because I had to research some news or animal people, news for our TV. Then it caught my attention by all this war as well.
Yes.
Otherwise, we have so many wars already. What for is a surprise anymore, yeah? But this war is really uncalled for, yeah?
That's right.
That's why the whole world is pissed off, you know. Sorry, is that a bad word?
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. For Americans,
Yeah.
it's okay. They say that all the time. Like they breathe.
Yes, Master.
Thanks to American movies that I learned some of these words. You know, like the B word, you know.
Yes.
S word, stuff like that.
Yes.
Of course. Of course, not your master speaking. That's why the whole world is so supportive of Ukraine. They feel so sorry and sympathetic to these poor, gentle, harmless people.
Yes, Master.
They were such happy farmers. Maybe the country is not the richest in the world. Maybe they are classified as one of the poorest countries in Europe. But they were happy people
Yes.
because they're not greedy. They are contented with what they have.
Yes, Master.
And they planted food for the whole world to use. Their merit is very big.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, farming people, they naturally have big merit because they do something that's nutritious for the children of God.
Yes, Master.
They raise up the children of God. They feed them. That's one of the best jobs you can have, farming, the farmer.
Yes, Master.
So most of them are farmers. They don't earn that much, but they're happy. They all look healthy and good to me until Putin came along and raided their farm, razed their houses, and killed their children
Yes, Master.
and their wives and their parents, for example. Those who are weak, you know, helpless and vulnerable.
Yes, Master.
No defense, cannot defend. So how can anybody support that? Just say if the Ukrainians give some land to Putin to satisfy his greed for now, he will not stop.
No, he won't.
Yeah, it is already obvious.
Yes, Master.
First Crimea, and then Luhansk, and then Donetsk, and now Kherson. And now they're doing a fake election there, a referendum just to coerce people to vote for Russia.
Yes, Master.
But everybody will know it's fake. Doesn't Putin have any shame, any honor?
I guess not.
Oh, yeah, how can a devil have any?
Yes, Master.
They are in the world just to harm humanity, to hurt, to maim, to corrupt, to destroy our planet. That's their job.
Yes, Master.
They are born to do that. Oh, my God. So you can't even blame Senator Rand Paul.
Yes, understand.
It hurts him. It hurts him because some of his people are still poor
Yes, Master.
and short of baby formula at the moment.
Yes.
And many people are poor, and in America it's chaotic still, yeah?
Yes, Master.
All kinds of problems, and his people should come first.
Understand.
Abbott Laboratories stopped manufacturing in February amid recalls and contamination fears. That shutdown has been adding to a shortage already strained by supply chain issues. In some states like Iowa, Tennessee, Texas, Missouri, and the Dakotas, more than half of the entire supply of baby formula is sold out. Many national chains limiting purchases now.
There's so much going on right now that worrying about feeding your baby should be the absolute last thing you are concerned about.
We want to help Ukraine, obviously, but it goes out the door so fast. Like everything gets done for Ukraine like this, like that, billions out the door like this. And meanwhile, Americans are looking around like, hey, Congress, what about us? Do you feel that?
Hey, I totally get it. Here's the problem with Ukraine. They run out of money in terms of buying weapons, I think, at the middle of May.
We should have gotten that weaponry out to them a year ago when we saw the buildup coming.
Boy, amen. Common sense tells you that Putin's not going to stop in Ukraine. Common sense tells you he was going to invade. Our problems here don't get better by allowing Putin to win in Ukraine because he won't stop.
Yeah, but can't we do both, Senator?
We actually can stop.
Can't we do fast track for America?
Totally.
Everything's fast track for overseas, but can we fast track it here?
The homeless crisis in America is worsening again. The COVID pandemic caused a surge in housing costs and a rise in unemployment, leaving nearly 600,000 Americans unhoused in 2020.
right now we're trending in the wrong direction.
In Vietnam, we say cửa trong nhà mới ra bề ngoài, meaning you first take care of your family, and whatever's left, you can donate. You can help outsiders. Of course, otherwise, how can you starve your family and take the money out to help others?
Yes, Master.
There's no logic, is there? So, of course, as a senator for his country, he feels hurt.
Yes, that's right.
If his people are set aside, like second best or something,